Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to TJK Network. Tonight, we have a matchup between your Pequannock Golden Panthers and Jefferson. We welcome you guys all back to TJK Network with our last game just this past weekend. And Pequannock did actually win that game 34-6 at Sussex Tech. It was their closing game of the season.
15,
but getting started here, it is our postseason consolation game between both these teams that both missed the postseason this year.
Jefferson Falcons will
so
take over on
looking for a last thing to prove.
40, on
both these teams are going to be coming out hot. As we get this game started, of course, we encourage you guys all to subscribe to the TJK Network YouTube channel. We're trying to grow to 2,000 subscribers, and all the support does help out. Running with it.
Chris Conley carries the ball for 8 yards.
And it won't be far enough there.
Reverse. It'll be second and third.
And that was Chris Romley. He's running with it here. And it won't be good enough for a first down.
For a gain of 5 yards, and that'll be a Falcon.
For Jefferson. And that was because Nicolio ran it himself.
Braden Cummins on the carry for 5
Jefferson
yards.
running there.
Tackled by number 10.
Gain about
Yodice.
5 yards.
Evan Yodice.
So I do welcome you guys. This is my first main broadcast stream here where I'm the main broadcaster and commentator, play-by-play wise. And so there will be some hiccups here, but we're going to be trying our best to get this going. And it is going to be a big day for TJK Network. It already has been. But in its finalized spot, it will be.
Falcon, first down.
With a record set of broadcasts today. I believe around 7 different ones. And the main station as well with an abundant amount. So yeah, we hope you're enjoying the ride here. And again, all the support is very much appreciated. Here we go. Jefferson looking to add more here. And he's going to run off to the side.
Stephen Cruz with the 6-yard carry. Tackled by number 17.
That was Stephen Cruz.
Michael Zerfluke.
6 yards. It's going to be second down. Just run with it there. Enough for the first down.
Cummings with the carry for a gain of 11 yards. It'll be Falcons first and goal.
And running in just short are the Jefferson Falcons. This will be second and goal.
Cummings carries the ball for 4 yards.
So coming into this game, the Falcons are 2-7 overall. Haven't had the best season this year. They're 1-4 in their SFC Patriot Red division. They're actually coming off a 54-35 loss at home against Sparta. So they're looking for any spark here. Especially off not the best last game.
Braden Cummings punches the ball
and it's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Falcons have scored first here. And it looks like Chris Conley will be credited with that.
The extra point for the Falcons.
Now for the extra point kick.
Flag on the play.
We have a flag there. So as I was saying,
That penalty will be
the
declined by the
Falcons are coming off a
Falcons.
pretty big loss, and they're just looking to prove something here. It's obviously a postseason consolation
They
game.
will
Both these teams
kick
have missed.
again.
But this does count towards your record, and it does count towards showing something to improve.
Extra point is
The extra
good.
point counts. The kick is good.
That'll bring the
7-0.
score 7-0
Falcons.
Jefferson.
But as I was saying, overall not very good. Divisionally not very good. But they're looking to improve. They're looking to show what they've got. And Pequannock as well, not with the best year, obviously. They're 3-5 overall. We saw them did win pretty dominantly last week. Or just a few days ago, sorry. And their defense was a big factor there. So early here, we see Jefferson take advantage of that. And the defense didn't look the same as it did in the last game. Obviously, difference of opponent. But also just in general, we don't really know what we're going to get between these two teams. And that's kind of the best part about this being a consolation game. And then in the American weight division, obviously, Pequannock went 2-3. So better within their own division, not as well overall. And these are two non-divisional opponents, both not good overall, are as good as they would be hoping for. So we'll see. So Falcons kick it off here. And they're going to run with it here for a little bit. Just taken down there.
Number 2, Chase Duransky on the return, tackled by number 77, Remy Lighty.
So yeah, that was Chase Duransky.
And a flock of
who
Falcons
got taken
right
down there.
him.
So what does Pequannock have to offer here offensively? What will they have to show us? Came off a pretty dominant win last game. Obviously, against Sussex Tech. But what will they have to prove here? Dylan Romley there with the carry.
Number 20,
not far
Dylan
enough to be
Norvell
second down.
Stopped by a bunch of Falcons for a gain of 3 yards.
So yeah, for those just tuning in, I am Logan DeRosa. This is my first play-by-play experience here on TJK Network, and it is truly an honor. We thank you guys all for tuning in, watching this season, and supporting the network for it to grow to this point where I can have this opportunity. Obviously, we're covering now today Pequannock versus Jefferson in the consolation game of their season. Jefferson with the early start, 7-0 lead.
Of no yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for your Falcon
And it'll be
defense.
3rd down for Pequannock. Hard to gain yardage here with Jefferson just shutting everything down. We're going to huddle up here and discuss it. But, yeah, definitely going to be hard to break through here. You can tell early they have not been able to move much. But it's early here, right? It's early. You just got to find a way to get moving, get on that board.
And good evening, everyone. I'll be your color tonight. Thank you for having me, Logan.
One second here. I don't know if we're having technical difficulties.
Number 4, Braden Van Lanten.
Just let me know if your mic is good.
Braden Bell.
I believe Billy DeMio will be joining us here.
Yes, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're correct.
Perfect. How we doing, Billy?
Doing good. How are you?
Great, great, great. Thanks for asking. So, yeah, no, early start here. Just getting started pretty much. Jefferson on the board first, but Pequannock with the ball.
Dylan
Pass off there and ran
Rennell
in.
carries the ball for 5 yards, tackled by number 77, Remy Lighty.
5 yards.
2nd and 5 for Pequannock.
Gain for Pequannock. So yeah, it's gonna be 2nd and 5 here for your Golden Panthers. We are covering this back from the studio, but cold night from Jefferson, New Jersey. Both these teams looking to prove something late in the season.
Talking about playing for pride here. It's always good to end the season on a win. Both teams are trying to do that tonight.
Of course.
Dylan Rennell with a carry of 7 yards. That'll bring up Pequannock first down.
It'll be a first down for Pequannock. Being back for the studio here, we'll try our best to get these roster names correctly and match each everything we commentate with the correct player. But again, we apologize if we get anything wrong here. Pass through, in for the touchdown, and he scores. Pequannock is on the board. Your Golden Panthers
to number 20, Dylan Rennell. Pass completed by number 4.
Dylan Rennell, 7-6 Pequannock.
For Pequannock touchdown.
What a catch. That's what you need to get the momentum going. That's great for Pequannock. We love to see it. Let's see how they respond to that on the
by Braden Van Lennon, by the way. Wow, oh wow. We saw a lot of that last game, but I was not expecting to see that here now. Pequannock is here to show it. Here with the kick for the extra point. And it's no good.
Van Lenton's kick is blocked. Falcons maintain the lead 7-6 with 4:34 to go in the first quarter.
Now, we saw the issue last game with the grass fields over at Sussex Tech. I'm not here right now, but this appears to be an AstroTurf. I could be wrong. Could actually be wrong. It does look a little spotty. We're not 100% sure on that. Yeah, no, I believe it is. There's a track around it. So, yeah. We saw with the grass, it was harder for them to score, and eventually they switched over to the the 2-point conversions. And they actually had good luck with that, scoring twice with the 2-point conversion. But you'll see what they do here. Again, I'm not sure what the circumstances are. We're covering this from the studio. But if I had to guess, if it's going to be something similar like what it was last time, Pequannock will switch up on that. We even actually saw Sussex Tech switch up on that because they weren't having luck with it either. So we'll see in this game kind of how it plays out. But it seems to be the run of the mill as it goes. You miss one, and you might as well just switch over for the 2-pointer.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Correct. So Pequannock with a kickoff here. 7-6. Found a way to get back in this pretty close. Was not able to score on the extra point, and that's the reason for our 1-point difference.
Ball's onside kicked. Ball's recovered by Pequannock.
It's an onside kick, sorry.
48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Pequannock ball.
Pequannock recovers it. Wow. Onside kick move, Pequannock ball, first down. Pardon me for not even getting that. That's a play.
That's going to make a big difference in the momentum. If they score here at Pequannock, they are cooking.
They really are. That caught me off guard. So that is definitely a statement there.
I don't think anyone saw that one coming.
Yeah, no, looking to add here. The Golden Panthers. Again, we ask you guys all to subscribe to the TJK Network YouTube channel. We're trying our best to get to 2,000 subscribers. All your support means the most. It's completely free. And we do think that we provide a decent value of content here for you guys, covering Pequannock sports and sports in general. And it's all you could do to help out. So it's be second down for Pequannock.
With a carry of 6 yards on the play.
It was a carry 6 yards, as you heard there. We saw Van Lennon practice those stretch passes, like I said last game. I was not expecting to see it out of the gate here, especially with how the defense on Jefferson's looked like early on. But, wow, that changed up. Here we go, running it with it. Around the defense, around again, and he goes down.
Number 24 with a carry of 20 yards
just around
on the
the
play,
25.
Several tacklers on the way.
And that will be Nick Silikowski.
Nick Silikowski.
The run there. Just able to weave his way around there. We saw the Jefferson's defense gained a lot of yards there for the Golden Panthers. Tackle down there is Dylan Romley.
Jeff Smith.
To be second down. Looking to add to their count, Pequannock. Van Lennon passes over to Dylan Romley. Dylan Romley through, and he's tackled down. Looks like just around the 20-yard line.
Tackle, Dylan Romell with a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up a Pequannock 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 3 yards, 3rd and 3, Pequannock.
Big play here for Pequannock. If they break this play and move the chains, it's looking great for their momentum.
For sure, that is the number one goal here. Just get those 3 yards down, and you have a scoring chance there. Van Lennon to Romley. And it was not it. It's going to be 4th down for Pequannock.
Colin Ketterer with the tackle for a loss.
And a loss of yardage
That'll
there.
That'll bring up a 4th and 6 for Pequannock.
So 3rd and 3 to 4th and 6.
Everybody, let's make some noise for your Falcon defense here.
And now they're facing that defense again. We saw it early. They broke through it. They scored. They went with the onside kick, actually got it. Brought it down the field here and have been stumped now right here at the 20-yard line. Van Lennon with the pass. And it's blocked.
Jack Reed with the breakup. Remy Lady on the pressure. Intended for number 20. Falcons will take over with a 1st and 10.
So you saw him go for it there on 4th down. Didn't go for them. Not quite yet can you add to this game. Not quite yet, says Jefferson's defense. But we have a game here, don't we? Don't we, Billy?
Yeah, 1-point game. Anything can happen. Hey, who knows? The Pequannock defense might come up big, make them go 3 and out. May get a pick or a fumble. You never know.
Plenty of time to tell, and only time will tell. So your Jefferson Falcons with the ball here, looking to add to their tally. And it looks like that was passed off to Braden Cummings,
3 yards.
who was taken down. Gain of 3 yards for the Falcons.
That'll bring up the end of the first quarter. Your Jefferson Falcons in the lead, 7, Pequannock 6.
As you just heard there, that's the end of our first quarter. 7-6, Falcons over Golden Panthers.
At this time, we'd like to remind you guys about OINJ. When it comes to being active, having mobility, strength, and flexibility in
And I guess we can take this time to introduce you to our sponsors, Topwater Basters and Bulbhead. Thank you to our sponsors and continuing to support TJK Network and our live action here on YouTube. So starting off the second quarter here, Jefferson with a pass, and it's a little too far there.
Aaron Hogenberg's pass intended for Stephen Cruz is incomplete, thrown out of bounds. That'll bring up a Falcon.
Hogenberg to Cruz, that was number 5, who passed it. It was incomplete there. Hogenberg's going to run with it and slides down there before anyone can get to him.
6 yards and slides. Bring up a Falcon, 4th and 1.
4th and 1 Falcons. Got to go for it here, right, Billy?
Yeah, I have to say so. Especially the room he had in that pocket last play. You got to go for it.
I'm surprised he didn't go any further. He slid himself down.
Me too. I did you notice that was 3rd down? Do you think he noticed? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, if it were me making that play, it might have looked a bit different. And nah, they did punt it. Not worth the risk.
After
Yeah,
the
I was
punt,
going to say so. It's pretty
Pequannock will take
close,
over
but
at the
I don't know. I would
Jefferson
have went for it.
36-yard line.
Yeah, I'm commentating though. I can't make opinionated comments.
Fortunately, you cannot.
And obviously, it was an awkward kick there. So Pequannock with some room to deal here.
Yeah, that one took a backspin. It looked like it landed at the 50 and then found its way back to the 36.
Yeah, it was not as clean as it could get, but they didn't have a lot of room to do it either.
Tackles made by Jackson Delayed.
Backed in their own
Jack
end
Regan
there.
on the tackle. Carry gains about 1 yard for Pequannock. That'll bring up 2nd and 9.
It's just a gain of a yard there. Panthers looking to add to their lead here. Pequannock performing a lot better on the road this season. Not that it changes anything. They lost all 4 matchups at home this year. Running with it, I believe, is Romley. And he's taken down again. Is it? No, it is not good enough. It's just a gain of 3, I believe. Could be wrong there. But yeah, as I was saying, lost all matches at home. Went on the road.
Correction on the previous
and
hold.
looked a
Kellen
lot
Rich is in
better.
on the tackle,
Closer to
Jack
.500.
Right now, we'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Pequannock. For the Pequannock Panthers.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. You never know what you'll get here on the road with Pequannock. And we saw last game, dominant fashion over Sussex Tech. And a pass by Van Lennon, and it's incomplete.
Stephen Cruz
You see him going for these big
Pass
passes here.
for number
You could call that one somewhat
7.
risky. Definitely closer to the Falcons
Mr.
player, but
Eddie.
you know what? It wasn't far off. And you like seeing plays
That'll
like
be
that.
the
He's been
1st and
scoring on
5.
plays like that. And a lot of
Let's
their
hear it
drives
for
that you've
your
been seeing in their
Falcon
past
defense.
scoring chances, the success comes out of those plays. So Van Lennon definitely has a way to pass it, and he has to pass it far. That's pretty much how they won their last game against Sussex Tech. And that's how they scored first to get on the board here tonight. So, yeah, you love to see actionable plays like that. Especially, you know what? It's a consolation game. It's your last game of the year. You want to get on the board. Make it pretty. And Van Lennon knows how to do that. 4th down here. They're going to go with it, though. Looking for a lane. Romley back to Van Lennon. Van Lennon running with it. He's good. He's in. And he's good for the first down there.
To number 4. Braden Van Lennon for a gain of 10 yards in the first down.
Gain of 10 yards for Van Lennon, and Pequannock has a first down.
Off the snap there, it looked like it got fumbled, but that was a great recovery by the offense to quickly make a play up where they passed it, a lateral, and get that first down.
Yeah, definitely a strategic move there to get around Jefferson's defense. And it was tight there as well.
Definitely was. It could have gotten tipped off there, that pass, but somehow it squeaked its way through. It was a great catch and a great first down.
For those just tuning in with us, it's the second quarter. Jefferson got on the board in the first. Scored on the extra point. Pequannock then scored on the drive after that. Missed the extra point. It was blocked by the Falcons defense.
Lane on the carry. Gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up a Pequannock 2nd down.
And now we're here. A few drives into the second quarter with Pequannock looking to add to their lead. Just down by a point here. Entertaining game so far, that you could say.
Yeah, definitely the best part so far, I believe, was that onside kick. You never saw it coming, and that's why it was so successful.
Yeah, you know what? When it tricks us out, you know it tricks everyone out. And that definitely was a play that was one to go for there. It's exactly what you look for. Romley running in with it, and he's taken down. It's going to be a 3rd down. Maybe. Actually, close here.
I think you got it.
It's going to be a 3rd down.
Oh.
So, Kellen Rich in on the tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Pequannock Panthers.
So, you see, you got to be a little strategic here. You can't just carry it. Falcons do have a substantial enough defense to be able to shut down. We saw it a little early on. We've seen glimpses of it. Pequannock does have a cool fashion of weaving through lanes, and they've been able to get through by doing that. But they've also been pressured here, which has been quite interesting. Let's see what we can do here. 3rd and 1. Van Lennon passes Romley.
Tackles made by Remy Lighty. Dylan Ronell on the carry. Gain of 2 yards.
Not enough.
That'll be a Pequannock 1st down.
Sorry, it is. It's my bad. Little rusty here. First time doing play-by-play, eh? First down, Pequannock.
It's my first time being a commentator, so.
Hey, it feels great. I'd say we're doing pretty well, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
And if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. All the support helps us and our company grow. We've been able to get remarkable points here where we have new staff joining us and have been able to build on to what we've already created here. So we appreciate it. Running in just short.
Tackles
That
made by
was
number 3,
Michael
CJ
Zerflu.
Pascals on the screenplay.
but it's good enough.
Number 17, Michaels of Florida.
Second down.
With the reception.
Again, like I was saying, all the support is very much appreciated. Being here from the start of this company and then growing out to be at the point where I am here now, but then also to see where Tyler has taken it, it's crazy. It's come so far, and see everything come full circle just how he envisioned it is just amazing. Then Lennon running with it. He's going to try to run it himself, and he's taken down.
Number 4, Braden Van Linton keeps the ball for a gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 3 yards there by Van Lennon. It's a third down for Pequannock.
He's a tackle machine this drive.
And yeah, like I was saying prior, you got to find ways to weave through this defense. You know, they might look obtainable, but they will shut you down first and forefront. You got to find a way to get around him.
This past 2 plays, they've been trying to get around him. The defense is tightening up, but these are great opportunities that they have. And if they just get through one, they're going to score.
Yeah, the last 2 plays that I could have seen it happening, there's just guys who were able to take him down. It's definitely almost there. Van Lennon, and will that count or not? It looks like they're saying no.
Pass intended for Dylan Romero.
It was not caught.
By Stephen Cruz on the play.
And it was broken up there. See, there you see with the defense.
For Pequannock.
He's not able to land with it. He might have caught it initially, but dropped before his feet were on the ground. It's going to be a 4th down for the Golden Panthers. So I'm saying those are 3 plays where it was so close, right? 2 times it almost got run in, but just not enough there. And then obviously with the pass there, Van Lennon looking for open space, almost had it. Just not good enough. Intercepted by the Falcons. There's a flag on the play.
20, Chaz Kosis with the interception at the 1-yard line. Flag on the play.
I don't know what was going on there. I just saw him come out with the ball.
Who knows? This flag might overturn this whole play.
It could, and you would hope so if you're Pequannock. But yet to see.
Looks like calls on the defense.
Defensive pass interference on the play. Penalty will be half the distance of the goal and a Pequannock 1st down.
We're coming back here, so Pequannock, what a chance you have with the 1st down.
That's a huge call for Pequannock. This turned the tides of the game right now if they score.
This could really do just that.
Correction, spot foul on the play.
Interception to great scoring chance here for Pequannock.
4th and inches for Pequannock. Timeout, Pequannock.
Oh.
4:49 left to go here in the 1st half.
For Pequannock. So again, for those just joining us, close game here between these 2 teams in their final consolation game of the season.
Go on over to the Falcons' nest.
Your Jefferson Falcons versus your Pequannock Golden Panthers. Both this season, so-so, if you could even say so. Pequannock finishing with a 3-5 overall record in the regular season. Obviously, this consolation game will count towards that overall record.
You can go get a hot coffee.
2-3 in the SEC American White Division, and obviously better performing on the road this season, as we can not only tell so far with this game, but also just coming off the last game where they beat Sussex Tech 34-6. And an honor it was to cover that game alongside our main broadcaster, Tyler Kasperzak. Jefferson, though, 2-7 overall. Definitely not as close to the mid-tier there. They were on the latter end. Not winning a lot at all. 1-4 in the SFC Patriot Red Division. And coming off a 54-35 beating at home against Sparta. So looking to prove something here, both teams, right? You both missed. You both didn't make it to the postseason, but you've earned this chance to be in a consolation game. And you're looking at it from Jefferson's perspective. You're at home. You have a chance here. And Pequannock running in for the touchdown.
In for the Pequannock touchdown.
And a great change of events there that led to them getting the ability to do that off the flag. To get the first down and then be able to score. And our partner was not able to see who got that. I will see what they do for the extra point attempts here. It might go. Could be wrong. Yep, they're going to go for it. 2-point conversion. And it's complete.
What a play.
2-point conversion.
Michael Zafleur.
What a play by Michael Zerflo. Receiving the 2-point conversion there. Pequannock with a 14-7 lead here in the second quarter.
The 2-point conversion brings Pequannock ahead 14-7.
Talk about a slick handoff to that beautiful throw. That was outstanding.
You know, I was mentioning it earlier. There was a chance it was going to happen. We saw it last game. They adapted, missed the first extra point. I believe they might have missed the second extra point. And then we saw them switch over to the 2-point conversions. And it just ended up working for them there. They got 2 in a row. I think they might have failed on one of them, but it obviously just worked out way more in their favor. And we see it taking effect here also in Jefferson. Might as well just keep running it. It's working, right?
Yeah, of course.
Little Halloween spooky vibes. We join you guys here going into Halloween weekend. It's great to watch some football during the times. Coming to an end, though, here between these two teams, unfortunately.
Not great to be a Commanders fan, though, unfortunately.
No, most definitely not. But I can't say much better with the Giants at all.
On the return for about 20 yards. Pushed out of bounds.
Unfortunate. Jazz Coast just with the return there. Out of bounds.
Alex Bluestein. Falcons will take over at their own 40-yard line. It'll be a Falcons first down.
It's a great return by the Falcons.
Yeah, for sure. Weaving around there. And he's running for it. Still in. There he goes. Whoa. Running far there.
Chris Conley with a gain of 46
Chris
yards
Conley
on the play. Jukes a Golden Panther right out of their cleats for a Falcon.
What a game for Chris Conley there.
He juked one guy out. He almost had the second guy, too.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He's a big guy, too. In there.
Hogenberg with the pass intended for Chris Conley. Broken up by number 9.
Incomplete there.
Mason Bruh.
That was a great team breakup. Great swat at the ball just to make sure that's not a touchdown.
Correction. Number 8 was in on the pass breakup. Caden Robinson.
Running in with it.
Goings,
And they
13-yard
score.
skip for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Talk about a response from the Falcons offense.
Jack Reed will come out to attempt the extra point to notch the game up 14-14.
Jack Reed. They will go for the extra point here. Jack Reed with the kick.
Jack Reed's
And
extra
it's
point
good.
is good. We're not up here.
And we are
14
tied.
all.
Close matchup between these two teams here. Very close. And now we're all knotted up. 14-14. Probably nearing the end of the second quarter here.
Let's see if West Milford has a couple plays to get down the field quick, get a quick score.
Yeah, definitely very active scoring game here for both teams combined. Both teams consecutively scoring one after the other here. Who will be the first to break that change? Pequannock, Golden Panthers, or your Jefferson Falcons? We've yet to tell. Kickoff here.
Number 2, Chase Jerensky downs the ball at Pequannock's own 6-yard line.
That will be the sophomore Chase
Terrific kick
Jerensky.
made by Jack Reed.
This moment, don't care what can gather. Y'all feel a dream.
And Landon passes it off.
Tackles made by number 20, Chaz Kosis, and number 2, Kellen Rich. For a gain of no yards, that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pequannock Golden Panthers. Timeout.
This will be a timeout here. Pequannock Golden Panthers. We turn you guys over to the final score for the boys soccer game. Whippany Park versus Pequannock. Whippany Park did come out with the 1-0 win there earlier this evening. Again, lots of games on TJK Network this evening. We thank you guys all for tuning in and watching. That is your final score update for boys soccer today. Unfortunately, with the loss on their home field. Currently have field hockey going and this as well. Ben Lennon with the pass. And he's taken down there.
Number 4's pass completed to number 7, Matthew Mistretti.
Yeah, number 7, Matt
That'll gain of
Mistretti.
about 14 yards. That'll get us up.
A gain of 14 yards as you hear there.
This is just
Anyway, as I was
Freddie's last.
saying,
Sorry, go
pretty
ahead.
massive day here on the network. So we thank you again for all tuning in, and tight matchup here on the football end of things.
From what I heard from Tyler, we actually have a record tonight with how many games we're calling.
Yeah, I believe that is true. I heard he said something like 7 games. I don't even know. That's hard to believe. Run in here.
Number 20,
Bromley,
Dylan with a carry for 13 yards. Pushed out
obviously
by
their
number
star
10.
here. You can just keep running it. But yeah, no, back to what I was saying. Record day for TJK Network. Here just before Halloween weekend. All the sports are intertwining here, you know? End of seasons, beginning of season. Well, not even yet, but mainly just the end of seasons. But eventually, quickly, there's going to be a quick turnaround of winter sports. And there's just a lot going on this time of year.
Certainly.
Ethan Thompson with a tackle for a loss in the backfield.
Ethan Thompson tackles Dylan Romley.
Pequannock. That'll bring up
A
second
loss
and
of
long.
4 yards for Pequannock. I believe I got that. I could have got that wrong. It was past 2, but it's a loss of yardage no matter what for Pequannock. Second down.
Romel, Thompson, these are all these seniors' last games. They're all trying to leave a mark on this team, this game, and a legacy that they're leaving behind here as they play football.
Yeah, most definitely. And that is obviously the toughest part. Having to say goodbye, having to walk off the field. Not easy. I can say that for my venture in sports in high school.
For the tackle.
They mean more than a lot of people think.
Smith.
They really do. A lot of people take these things very seriously,
Timeout,
especially
Jefferson.
varsity athletes. And it might not have been the year you wanted out of any of this, but you know what? Teamwork, friendship, it means more than any record can tell. It really does. And I can tell you that myself from my own perspective. Even if it's from an alternate sport, doesn't matter. It's just the overall teamwork, working together with people, and making those friendships that will last a lifetime. It's hard to walk off the field tonight. It will be hard to walk off the field tonight. But that's what this consolation game is for both these teams. Give it your all one last time. Because why not? Give a timeout here.
Timeout.
Quantick, if they win this one, we'll go to a 4-5 overall record, almost matching .500. Won't be as disappointing as it would be if they dropped to 3-6.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for
Ben
number
Lennon
20.
pass incomplete to Dylan Romley. Be 4th and 14. And you got to know they're going to kick that one. So, not the drive there for the Golden Panthers. But we're still not at a 14-14 here nearing the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, that last play, Van Len was just forced to make a play, or else he was getting sacked.
Back to
The
field
online
punt.
way too much pressure on him there. Pressure
Yeah, he
makes
didn't have much to go, so he just went with a dart. Did not land. Punting it off there.
Looking like the
Not
punt.
much show there.
Looking like the punt lands at the
Tackle
45.
made on the play
Correct.
by number 8, Caden Robinson, and number
Yeah.
72, Shane Albinson.
So Shaven Alvinson taken down there.
Eric Hogenberg
Hit
scrambles
hard
on the play
there.
for a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up third and
Eric
6 for the
Hockenberg.
Jefferson Falcons. Tackles made by number 20, Dylan Ramel.
You gotta love the physicality there by Ramel. Get the quarterback a little
For
scared.
sure.
Put some pressure on him.
Look at that.
Eric Hogenberg completes the pass to Chaz Kosis. Gain 12 yards and a Falcon first down.
Talking about darts. Oakenberg was a great pass. Pequannock was right there. I mean, you saw the tackle was immediate. But it's a lot of yards to gain there. First down for the Falcons.
You gotta love the poise from Rugenberg there.
Shoestring
He was
tackle.
not facing Ramel's tackle the play before. He made the big
Timeout
play to
called,
get the
Jefferson.
first down.
32 seconds remaining in the half.
So with just around 30 seconds remaining in the half, Jefferson will call their first time out of the game. Again, for those just tuning in, we have a tight game here between the Pequannock Golden Panthers and the Jefferson Falcons in their consolation game to end off the 2025 season. Both teams not qualifying for postseason contention, but this game still means anything for all these kids. Which a lot of them, obviously, it will be their last game on this field. Oakenberg with the pass, and it is caught.
Hogenberg completes the pass to Stephen Cruz for a
By
gain of
Stephen
14
Cruz.
yards. It'll be another Falcon first down.
First
Ball
down,
will be spotted
Falcons.
at the Pequannock 25-yard line. 26 seconds remain in the first half.
Smart play there. Make a play to the outside, then step right out after the catch.
Oakenberg with a stretch pass and out.
Hogenberg's
But
pass completed
caught
to Chris
there by
Connolly
number
for a gain of 8 yards.
16,
That'll bring up second
Chris
and 2.
Connolly.
Clock stops with the play going out of bounds.
Connected
20
there.
seconds remain in the first half.
Second down.
Tackles made by Pequannock's number 20, Dylan Ramel.
Oakenberg
Pass
again.
intended for number 16, Chris Conley.
Passing with the dart
That'll bring up
there,
third
but
and
I
3
think
for
it
the
is
Falcons.
incomplete for Chris
15
Conley.
seconds remaining in the half.
And the first half nearing a close here in Jefferson, New Jersey. Just under 50 degrees here tonight. Getting chilly on a Wednesday night. Wednesday night lights, huh? Hulkenberg to number 13. He's going to run it out.
Hogenberg swing
That's
pass
Caden
to Caden Consiglio.
Consiglio.
Nets a loss of 2 yards. Tackled by number 10, Austin Daniel on the play. That'll bring up a 4th and 5 for the Falcons.
And the sophomore Austin Daniel taking him down there on Pequannock's end. So it's 4th down here. first half's coming to an end. I mean, it looked like Hulkenberg was trying to make connections there, but none fully went through.
Valiant effort, though. You got to applaud Hulkenberg for all that. He made some great plays despite, the pressure, the physicality. He kept some great composure. And you got to
Most definitely
applaud
going
him.
to go for it again here, and it's out of bounds.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 8, Stephen Cruz. That'll end the first half. Going into halftime, your Jefferson Falcons are tied with the Pequannock
The
Golden
first
Panthers.
half will come to a close
14,
here.
14. This means great time as ever.
We're all
Bring it over to
knotted
the
up
Falcons
halfway
nest. Get
through this
yourself some
one.
refreshments, some hot
It's a
cocoa.
fresh game.
Warm
2
yourself
quarters.
up.
Consolation game, last game of your season for many of these kids. Last game of the year, last game of everything. Last game of your high school career for many of the seniors here.
Ladies and gentlemen, now coming out to the field, give it up for the Pequannock varsity cheerleading team.
And so, as I was saying here, what a great game it's been. With that said, though, as you just heard there, Pequannock's cheerleading team will be coming out for their performance. In regards to copyright, there may be issues with this and there may not be. We will see when that comes to fruition. I think the first part might be fine. Okay, there will be.
If you're looking for the
Now we'll wrap up the performance for the Panthers cheerleaders. It looks like now the Falcons cheerleaders will come on and congratulating them. Obviously, this being one of the last performances for them. Decent amount of them. And now you'll see the performance for the Falcons.
Now let's welcome our Falcon cheerleading squad to the center of the field.
We commend the Falcons there in a scary circumstance, but all seems to be fine. So, yeah, that will conclude, obviously, our first half and our intermission here. We're going to now go into a short intermission break before the second half of the game here. All right, everyone. We welcome you back here at the start of our second intermission. The second half of the game after our intermission. Teams and players are warming up here, getting ready. We have an all knotted up game, 14-14. Just make sure we might have to mute the audio. I'm not sure if it's already muted due to copyright. But yeah, coming into this, both teams completely knotted up, 14-14. And both trying to prove something here in their final consolation game. Final game of the year for many of the seniors here. Final game of their career, high school wise. And yeah, you know what? This game is going to mean a lot for a lot of people, not just for those seniors, but for all varsity players in general. You know, it's a big deal to crack this lineup. It's a big deal to be able to play in this field. And it's an end of a season, somewhat disappointing season for both teams. As we were talking about earlier, Pequannock 3-5 overall, 2-3 in their SFC American White Division, could be making it 3-3 here. Well, sorry, this is not a divisional opponent, but could be making it 4-5 here. And we know how good they kind of are on the road. Jefferson 2-7 overall, 1-4 in their SFC Patriot Red Division. They're coming off a 54-35 loss at home against Sparta. And as we saw last week, Pequannock, or just a few days ago, won 34-6 over Sussex Tech at Sussex Tech. And that was on the road. And that further proves their ability to not only score, but just play better overall on the road. Not get overly dominated. If anything, dominate like they did last week. Or, sorry, a few days ago. I was covering that with Tyler, obviously. So yeah, for those tuning in just now here, I'm Logan DeRosa, joined by Billy DeMio. And this is both our first time co-commentating on the TJK Network main broadcast panel together. Obviously, I've done some experience color commentating with Tyler for some games on the main broadcast channel, but to be given the honor to take over here in this position for this game on such a busy day on the network and be able to do it pretty well and be able to experience such a good game between these two teams, sorry. It's a big honor, and it goes to show how much the network is growing. Sorry, the audio feedback in my headphones is new. I'm getting used to it.
It's all
With that
good.
said, though, it's been an honor to cover here this football season and fall sports season in general. And so if you are not yet a part of the journey by subscribing, help us get to 2,000 subscribers by pressing that red button. It's all you could do. Jefferson with the kickoff. But like I was saying, there's new and exciting experiences every day here on the network. It's only good for new. It means that we're reaching new milestones, reaching better points, and just getting better at broadcasting overall. And so we thank you guys all for joining along the ride. We have a great game here to end it off for both these teams. 14-14, second half, third quarter. Here we go. And Pequannock will be starting off with the ball here. We'll see what they can do. I'm also going to shout out Dylan, our production manager today. Did not get around to it just yet. He's done a great job running the behind the scenes for the broadcast today. Everything you see on the front end, all the animations, all the scoreboard updates. It's all him behind the scenes. Even everything with our audio levels and controlling the muting and the copyright. He's pretty much in control of everything here, making the job a lot easier for Billy and I. And it would not be possible without Dylan joining us here today. So thanks, Dylan.
Thank you very much, Dylan. Appreciate it, bro.
Van Lennon passes it off, and it's incomplete.
Jack Reed breaks up the play. Number 4, Braden Van
He's
Lane's
second down.
pass is incomplete.
So no loss or gain of yardage there, obviously. But second down for Pequannock, your Golden Panthers. Gonna see what they can do. Van Lennon. Pass is complete.
Number 4's pass complete to number 20, Dylan Ramel, for a gain of 11 yards.
And that
That'll
was
be a Pequannock first down.
complete to Dylan Romley. The chains will move. It's a first down, Pequannock. So, Billy, what do you think overall Pequannock is trying to prove here? You know, last game of the year, trying to round it off on a good note, you know?
Yeah, of course, obviously. It's a great way to say goodbye to the seniors. But I think it all just starts by, setting the tone here by scoring, getting a good first impression for this second half, and starting strong.
I completely agree with you. Van Lennon with a pass to Nick Sarkowski. Nick Solkowski, sorry. The senior who will be playing in his final game today. It's be second down here. 2nd and 2. Running in with it. Van Lennon. Some good, way good for the first down. Great gaining yardage there for the Panthers.
Yeah, what I've been seeing from Van Len that I love is that he just loves to take the space he's got. When he's got no pressure,
20-yard line.
he loves to take advantage of it. He's making big plays by rushing.
Yeah, you know what? He knows how to move the ball himself. He also very talented in the passing game as well. Great all-around player on quarterback position. And yeah, you never really know if Van Lennon, is he going to pass it off or is he going to carry it in himself? I mean, it seems like he can do it all.
He's certainly
Van
going to
Lennon
be
here. Gave it off for the carry.
Chaz Coates
For
is on the
Romley.
tackle. Dylan Ramel carries the ball for a gain of 8 yards. It'll be
And
2nd and 2.
It looks like it's going to be 2nd and 2. We also see that duo between Braden Van Lennon and Dylan Romley and how that kind of all comes together here. They're able to use each other during certain scenarios to really push forward and kind of maximize the potential of their offense and kind of get past whatever Jefferson has to show them. Can't use it every play, but you got it in your back pocket.
They're certainly going to be missed next year. It's going to be really interesting to see how Pequannock replaces them with new offensive weapons
Jeff Smith
and points on the board.
and Ethan Thompson in on the tackle. Gain of no yards. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and both seniors,
Let's give it up for
obviously,
your
this will
Falcon
both
defense.
be the last game of their seasons and the last game of their high school varsity careers, sorry. And, yeah, for many on this field, not just those two, this will be the consolation game of their high school career. But yeah, that talent is definitely going to be a spot that will be missed. Both of them just have that unreal connection here on the field. 3rd down, Golden Panthers.
And we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play, yeah, that
Offsides
is
penalty
right.
against the Falcons. That'll be a 5-yard
Yes,
penalty.
Jefferson Falcons.
Pequannock first down.
5-yard penalty earns Pequannock the first down here. And a prime opportunity. getting close to scoring position here.
That's a rough flag to give up there. You hate to see it for Jefferson. Obviously, you stopping on second and two, and then you give that up. It's just killer for the defense.
Yeah, just couldn't be more unlucky there. Van Lennon off.
Shovel pass to Romero is stopped by a frenzy
And
of
Romley is
Falcons
not
at the
able.
7-yard line.
Shut down, I'm telling you.
Led by Remy
Jefferson
Lytle.
can come up big with the shutdown game there. They just crowd it out. They also have to expect Van Lennon's pass off quickly to Romley for him to carry it in there. They're going to have to drop a different play.
Everyone,
Hey,
let's
we're
give
just
it up one
talking
more
about the
time
two
to
weapons,
your
huh?
Falcon varsity cheerleading squad.
And yeah, give it up to the Falcons cheerleading squad. Scary little stint earlier over in the intermission there during their performance, but glad to hear all as well. Well, not to hear all as well, but it seemed like the appropriate help was given.
Excellent
That
containment
somewhat
on the
scary
play. Number 4's
situation.
pass is incomplete. Gain of no
Spirits
yards.
are
That'll bring
hot.
up a 3rd and goal for Pequannock.
Still going. We obviously hope a speedy recovery for that cheerleader if she is injured. But
Of course.
yeah, game.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal here after the incomplete pass for your Pequannock Golden Panthers, looking to add and break the tie and take the lead in this game. It's currently 14-14. Both teams have taken the lead after each other consecutively in this game. So with Jefferson scoring first, Pequannock twice, Jefferson on the board again, and the Pequannock to follow. Or sorry, I might have that mixed up the other way. But it's been pretty knitted up here, and it's a touchdown for Pequannock.
Pressure on the play, but the pass is completed. Number 20, Dylan Romero for the touchdown for Pequannock.
Dylan Romley has breaking the tie, broken open the tie here.
Pequannock
20-14.
for the extra point.
The Golden Panthers in the lead.
Why
like
not
I was just
go
saying,
out
back
with
and
the
forth
bang?
scoring here. There it is. Pequannock. I said it was going to be the next team to get on the board to break that sequence. And it is them.
Romley has had an outstanding game. I think he's got 2 touchdowns now. He just keeps scoring on the board for Pequannock. It's going to be tough to replace him, but they are loving to have him right now.
He's locked, and it's his consolation game, so he very well should be. For the extra point, and it's good.
PAT is good.
21-14.
For
Pequannock.
Bringing the score
Your
to
Golden
21-14.
Panthers in the lead. And what a drive by them. A way to get it done. You know, we saw many different circumstances there, but in the end, that penalty, oh my gosh, did it cost Jefferson there. Keep going back to that. That's what you're going to look to. If anything like this stays, and the score comes out somewhat looking like this, that's what you're going to be looking back to there. Not that it was any super close circumstance, but it was 2nd and 2.
We also have to look back to that pass interference in the second quarter there that really turned the tides. What was going to be an interception was actually a Pequannock touchdown at the end.
Yeah, and an insane pass by Braden Van Lennon to get that done. So yeah, you look at the little nitty-bitty circumstances that played out throughout this game that went in Pequannock's favor, and now they're in the lead with it. So it's the small little things in your game that you wouldn't even look to. Both these teams haven't even qualified for the postseason. They're out of it. They're just playing out of pure grit here. And it's those little things that count, those little things that matter, that even when you do, when they don't really matter that much.
It's an onside kick, and Pequannock recovers it.
And yet again, oh my gosh. To interrupt, they interrupt me again with the outside kick. And the recovery. Have fun with it, Pequannock. Thanks, Billy, for catching that again.
I saw him line up. I was like, no way.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
But back to what I was saying. It's the small pieces of your game that end up being the way bigger ones. And a lot of people don't realize that, but that's what's played out throughout this game. Two little moments led to massive score change for Pequannock. 21-14, onside kick recovered. What a play. So passed off there, looks like. Sudden Garcusi, I could be wrong there. Nah, I'm wrong. But it's going to be second down. Again, this being the initial broadcast on the play-by-play spot for me. I do apologize for any errors I am making here. I'm trying my best to entertain you all and give you the best, most accredited version I can provide of myself, obviously.
Ramel's carry for 2 yards is stopped short of the first down. That'll bring up a third and about 2 yards for the Golden
So just
Panthers.
a bit short of the first down there. Third down.
Kellen Rich and Ethan Thompson on the tackle. There's a Falcon down on the play.
3rd and 3. And floating it up there is Jackson Delayed. Delad, sorry, I could be wrong.
Everybody, let's hear it for number 2,
And
Kellen
it
Rich.
seems that he's able to get up here. Hoping he has a speedy recovery with whatever he is witnessing here.
Yeah, Delad's only a freshman. He's got a whole career ahead of him. He's obviously getting a tremendous amount of play time out there tonight. Hoping the best for him. Hoping he comes back next year strong.
Way to give it your all, though, here in the last game of your season. Then Lennon over to Mistretti, and he's down.
Jack Reed with the tackle on the screenplay. Pass completed to number 7, Matthew Mistretti. That'll bring up a 4th and 5 for the Panthers.
4th down and a loss.
Everybody, let's hear it for your Falcon band. And
Again, we thank you guys all for tuning
play.
in to TJK Network this evening. If you don't mind helping out, we really appreciate it. If you can hit that subscribe button, it's completely free of cost and helps continue our cause here of covering all Pequannock sports, or as much of Pequannock sports
Offsides
as
on the
possible.
Falcons. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and a Pequannock first down.
So 5-yard penalty taken there by the Jefferson Falcons. This will be a first down again for the Pequannock Panthers. We saw the same kind of consistency earlier that eventually led to the touchdown. So Jefferson probably not taking the best penalties here.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about discipline. You can play as good as you want, but if you can't stay away from the penalties, it's just going to keep biting away at you. Obviously, it has for Jefferson tonight. 2 penalties lead to 2 touchdowns.
Romley taken down off the carry. Yeah, as you said there, you got to be disciplined. You got to be with it. Even if it's a tight game or whatever, it's those little things that count. When you make a simple mistake,
2nd and 5 for the
get off your
Panthers.
game just by a little bit and not be disciplined. It's going to end up costing you, and not only just yourself, your team. And it's caught. The pass from Van Lennon. Oh, and it's incomplete. It rolled out. Caught me off guard there.
For
Yeah, anything can happen on a pass that's given off the back foot. That was a risky one to
pass
make,
intended
but
for
with the
number 20,
pressure,
Dylan Ramel.
you're
That'll be a 3rd and
forced to
5
make
for the
that
Pequannock
pass.
Panthers.
Yeah, he was not able to get it fully there, land on both feet. It rolled out after the end. This will be a 3rd down for Pequannock.
Pass complete to
Lennon
number 24,
passed
Nick
it off
Sarkowski.
to Nick Sarkowski.
Game 2 on the play. It'll be a 4th and short.
Thanks, don't
get
count.
loud and let your Falcon defense hear it.
So they will go for it here on the 4th down. And it's caught. And running it in. Just short with
Chaz Gross on the
Mistretti.
tackle.
But Lennon was able to connect
Number
there.
7, Matthew Mistretti
with
breaks the
Mistretti.
tackle for a Golden Panther 1st down.
Mistretti has seen a lot more targets this half, and he's capitalized on them. He's been catching balls, and he's been making big plays out of them. Evidently, from that 1st down, I'd love to see what he's doing here.
Yeah, you just gotta love to see it.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Golden Panthers.
As you just heard there, 1st and goal for Pequannock. What will they do here? And Lennon off. Romley taken down there.
Tackles made by number 2 and number 8, Kellen Rich and Stephen Cruz.
This will be 2nd and goal for the Golden Panthers. And Lennon, and it's blocked off.
Pass is
Incomplete, and
tipped
it's going to be a 3rd down, 3rd and goal for your
3rd and
Pequannock
goal
Golden Panthers.
for the Panthers.
That looked like a catch you have to have there. It bounced right off his chest into the air. That could have costed them an interception if the quarterback was a couple feet away from that, or a couple feet closer to the ball.
Yeah, well said. It very well could have. For those just tuning in, we have a tight 21-14 game here between these two teams, Pequannock and Jefferson, in their consolation game, the final matchup of their season. Pequannock, though, 3rd and goal, looking to add to their lead and make a statement here in the 3rd quarter of this game. They have scored consecutively. And they're taken down there. It'll be 4th down. So, yeah, the Jefferson defense showing up here when it matters most. Trying to avoid making this a 2-score game as much as possible, obviously. they've been hemmed, but they find a way to just shut down, group up, and clog it, which is going to force, obviously, Van Lennon to make a great passing play, which he's tried, and their defense has come and blocked as well. So we're moving over to the fourth quarter here. And that is the reason for the switch up. But Jefferson does have a defense, like we were mentioning before, that needs to be adapted to. You can't be caught just making the same plays. Can't be caught sticking in the same rhythm. Because if you do, they'll find a way to counter it. You know, it's kind of unfortunate they've given away the amount of opportunities they have with penalties, because if not, defense hasn't been shabby. It's been a close one. Nearing 9 o'clock on a chilly night here in Jefferson, New Jersey. On 45 degrees. Fourth and goal. Pequannock. Then Lennon looks for the pass. It's caught! And a touchdown for your Golden Panthers.
Pass completed to number 20, Dylan Ramel, for the Pequannock.
And that's Romley again with the touchdown. What a play. Van Lennon connects with Romley. It's 27-14. Consecutive touchdowns for Romley from Van Lennon. What great plays by Pequannock. Man, oh man. What a game he's having. That's a good send-off. Looking at an extra point here in the consolation game. Kick is no good.
Point after attempt is no good. Score is 27-14 with a ton of time here left in the fourth quarter.
That's
So,
going to
yeah, you look back there. Might as well go for the 2-pointer, nah?
I guess. I mean, whether you miss it or not,
it doesn't matter.
Well,
I feel like gotta give him a shot.
I feel like the line for Jefferson in this game ultimately win a lot easier. If they score 2 touchdowns, all they need is that kick twice.
The last game of the season, so you want to give the kicker a shot.
Of course.
They got a pretty decent lead here. Obviously trying to end it off on a good and fun note here. So with the kickoff for Pequannock.
Stephen Cruz chased out of bounds after a gain of about 15 yards.
Stephen Cruz running at number 8. And he's also a senior.
Out of bounds by Justin
Stephen Cruz seeing his last time at the varsity level here.
Their own 26-yard line.
High school-wise.
Here's another call. If you're feeling
that could have been his last.
Want to get yourself a nice refreshing
I'd say it was a pretty good one.
The Falcons Nest snack stand.
Yep, I'm in agreement.
Hot chocolate's only $1.
Hey, wouldn't mind me some.
Does it got marshmallows in it?
Yeah, it needs to, right?
Comes on the carry, gains 1 yard, 2 yards after that.
24 on the tackle. This guy.
Number 24, Nick Sokowski in on the tackle. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Falcons.
Again, we'd like to remind everyone tuning into the broadcast, if you've not yet subscribed, consider doing so, especially in a game like this. Shows just our full, devout coverage of all Pequannock sports, but especially this Pequannock football team. So if you enjoyed our coverage this season or the past few, we only continue to improve, and your support helps us in doing so.
Swing pass to Caden Consiglio.
Thank you very much.
Needed 2 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Falcons.
So that's me, 3rd down for Falcons, 5 yards, 3rd and 5. And taken down there after the pass in Hulkenberg.
Pass completed for 7 yards to Caden Consiglio for a Falcon first down.
So yeah, that's Caden Consiglio, number 13. He's in his younger years here. He's just a sophomore. Going to be moving on to the latter half of his varsity career.
Yeah, great to see. You always love to see the young players take the reins, make some big plays like that first down. It's going to show future leadership when they are upperclassmen.
For sure. Hulkenberg, Connolly.
Garucci in on the tackle.
And
Braden Cummings carries the ball for again 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Falcons.
we're sorry, it's Braden Cummings. Number 15 instead of number 16, sorry.
57 again.
And he'll be going to his senior year next year.
7, Marco Carucci. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Falcons.
So it's going to be 3rd down here. Quantic not really giving them much room to move with. But they don't need much. Boom! With a great passing play by Hulkenberg.
Eric Hulkenberg's
Off
pass
the yards
complete
where he
for
caught it,
15
though,
yards.
The chains will
For
move.
Chris Conley
15
for another
yards.
Falcon first down.
Could have been even more than that initially.
You got to look at Hulkenberg's poise there. He's got all the time in the world. He doesn't rush. He takes his time, looks for that target, makes that great play to get the first down.
Yeah, it really does. Using his patience to his advantage there. And found a great play out of nothing. And passed off there. He's going to run with it. That's number 8.
Steven
Steven
Cruz on the
Cruz.
reverse for a gain of 15 yards and another Falcon first down.
That's another Falcon first down. They're moving the chains here.
Jefferson is storming. Pequannock needs to regain their composure and get a big stop here to gain the momentum back.
So it'll be a 2nd down there. Close. Hulkenberg running with it.
Passes incomplete. Intended for
Passes
Chris
it
Conley.
in.
Defended on the play by number 17, Michael Zaflura.
Incomplete. 3rd down.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Falcons.
Hulkenberg with a dime, and it's almost intercepted. It's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 8, Stephen Cruz. Broken up by number 8, Caden Robinson for Pequannock. Brings up a 4th and 10 for the Jefferson Falcons.
Robinson being where he needs to be when it matters. Blocking the play there. 27-14, about midway through the fourth quarter here. Maybe a little more than that, but don't get accurate timing, of course. Hulkenberg yotes it again into the end zone. And it's
Pass
blocked
broken up by
off
number
there
17,
again.
Nick Silkowski. That'll be a apologies. Number 17, Michael Zerfleur. It'll be a turnover on downs. Panthers ball.
So, yeah, that's a turnover there. And Zerflew, what a play there. You know what? They went for the Hail Mary, right? They had to go for it. They're down, fourth quarter. 2-score game, you know.
Yeah, time was Jefferson's biggest enemy there. They had to get one on the board quick. They obviously went for it. They didn't get it. But hey, maybe they can scoop and score right here or get a pick 6. We never know.
Everybody, let's make some noise for the Falcon defense to make a stand here.
Romley on the carry. He's still going. Plenty good enough for the first down.
Do it or no, the
Dylan Romley's
34
having.
yards. It'll be a Panthers first down at the Falcon 47-yard line.
Yeah, great shovel play there by Romley. It's evident that he's quick, he's fast, he's strong. And once he gets that force, he's just unstoppable.
Sure is, Dylan Romley, that is. And Lennon passes off to Silkowski. And into the players on the right on the side of the field.
Carries made for about a gain of 2 yards. Pushed out at the Falcon 45-yard line.
Yeah, second down, gain of 2 yards for your Pequannock Golden Panthers. Brings it to 2nd and 8. (27-14) is your score here. Pequannock with the lead. Looking to add on here in the fourth quarter. Lennon off to Silkowski again. And he's running with it. Taken down for the first down.
Nick Silkowski.
Chains will move again.
12 yards. And another Panther first down.
That's a 12-yard gain for Nick Silkowski. The senior, that is.
These are some big plays that are making a big difference in the time. Time is dwindling right now for Jefferson. Less than half the quarter to go. You love to see it for Pequannock, but Jefferson's just waiting for that stop to get the offense back on the field.
Yeah, you know what? They need it. Every one of these plays is eating time for them, and they're eager to score here. They're down, and they're down by a decent amount, and the only chance to get back is to use the time that's provided right now, and Pequannock's just finding a way to dwindle it. Getting these first downs. It's going to be a loss of yardage there.
Number 24, Pequannock is tackled by a frenzy of Falcons. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Or just no gain. So, yeah, 2nd and 10 for your Pequannock Golden Panthers. And, yeah, Jefferson's going to be trying to come up big with their shutdown group here. because it's really their only chance of getting back at this game, especially with time dwindling away here. And you know what? They have a strategy with the grouping up there. They just have to limit the passing ability that Braden Van Lanen is going to be looking to execute because he just never stops. I mean, if he has the chance, he's going to try to throw a dart. And you got to shut down Romney as well. He's had an outstanding, stellar game here. Van Lanen, Romley, and it's not caught.
Pass
Goes over the head.
Intended for number 20. That'll bring him on 3rd and 10 for Pequannock.
And over his hands, for that matter. So it's going to be incomplete
Everybody,
third down.
let's give it up for your Falcon defense. This is a big 3rd down here.
Yeah, you hear him say big, it's massive. Massive if you were a Jefferson Falcons fan. And if you're watching this game in general, this is the consolation game between these two teams. Jefferson looking to get their 3rd win on the season, and Pequannock looking to drag as close as possible to .500 and a good end of their year. Coming off already the 34-6 win at Sussex Tech, the dominant factor in their offense and great play in defense. Almost come with a shutout bid there. Obviously, Jefferson looking to prove something. They're coming off a 54-35 loss at home on this field versus Sparta. They're looking to say, all right, we can prove something. This is our last game. We have some good guys, and it's a consolation game of our season, but we got something to show still. Midway through the 4th, here we go.
Tackles made by Remy
Taken down, and
Pequannock gains 4 yards on the carry. They'll bring him up 4th and 5.
Van Lanen ran with it with the carry.
Timeouts called by the Jefferson Falcons. This is a good time to
That
remind all
play-
students.
Timeout
all
by the
Jefferson
Falcons,
Township
you
public
heard
schools
there.
will be closed next week for the 6th and 7th of November in honor of Teachers Convention Weekend.
And oh boy, do I miss Teachers Convention being a high school student. That I no longer am.
Thankfully, I'm going
Nice
to Disney.
time off. Sorry, what'd you say?
Thankfully, I'm going to Disney next week because of teachers' convention.
Hey, enjoy it, Billy.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
jealous. Time well spent over there in Disney.
Oh, it certainly is.
Fourth and 6 for the Falcon defense. Let's make some noise.
4th and 6 and a must be defensive play for the Falcons. Van Lanen, and it's caught! By Dylan Romley.
Pass is completed. At number
You
20,
gotta
Dylan
be
Ramel.
kidding me.
That'll be a Panther first down.
Dylan Romley, are you serious? Catching everything tonight. And Van Lanen, too. What a play. I'm telling you, yeah, you go for the shutdown style. He's going to go for the pass, the long pass. He's going to go for the dart. We saw it there yet again. Hard to shut down. Jefferson's trying. They're getting very close, but Van Lanen just is able to stay composed and have that ability where, you know what? They're going to try to shut me down here. All right, I'll just pass it, throw a dime. And Romley, oh my gosh, what a way to secure the dynamic duo here for the Pequannock offense. First down.
Yeah, this offense is sealing the deal here. You got to appreciate them as we got a flag.
And that is right. We do have a flag on the play here.
False start on the Panthers.
Right before the
That'll back
play.
him up 5 yards. It'll be first and
Beginning.
15.
So yeah, it's a false start. Moving back a bit. First and 15. So loss of 5 yards. But what a way to get the first down no matter what. Again, we thank you very much for tuning in with us on TJK Network this evening on one of the historical nights on this channel for the company and the network in general. And running it with it himself, Van Lennon all alone. He's taken down. And pretty much as close as he could possibly be there for the second down.
Van Lenton scrambles with the ball for 11 yards. I'll bring up a second
11-yard gain for Braden Van Lennon, your Pequannock Golden Panthers.
Once again, the narrative tonight be Van Lennon finds another route, another gap to get through. He's been passing and running like a pro. He's been killing it for this Pequannock offense.
Yeah, I mean, the decision-making, it's not all playbook. It's just like to be able to make simultaneous decisions like that and carry your team to lead here. We'll see what they can do with it, though. Second down and barely. Trying to run it in. This will be third down here for the Golden Panthers.
Falcons.
Falcons defense again.
Falcons bring him down.
Is it too late?
Ultimate outcome of the play is a Panthers first down.
Both teams have been playing it all out, though, here tonight. You can't discount any of their ability or stamina, for that matter.
Yeah, of course, everyone's trying to leave it out there tonight. I think everyone can be proud of that.
There's no reason not to be many of these guys. This is their last game of their high school career. Last time they'll be playing on this field, or maybe possibly any field in general. So definitely a very meaningful, eventful game. You know, I know we brought it up multiple times, but high school sports, man, you can't beat it. I was coming off my senior year, now freshman in college, and it's just an experience you don't really get elsewhere growing up.
Yeah, of course. Everyone says the time flies by when you're playing, and it certainly does. Missed by so many.
Yeah, it can't be taken for granted. It's a great time. So Pequannock trying to say, you know what? We're going to take a dominant lead to this game here. Second down, but looking to score. Van Lennon off, and it's a touchdown! Pequannock.
Panthers punch it in for a touchdown. That'll bring the score to 34.
And with the pile-up, I'm sorry, I
33-14,
can't
Pequannock.
again see who did that. I think we're seeing that it's... I'm actually not sure here. In front of the score sheet. Pardon, coming from the studio, it is sometimes hard to read direct numbers. But 33-14, what a touchdown. Pequannock finding another way to get it in. Going for the kick here on the extra point. And
The point
it
after
is
touchdown is good to bring the score to 34-14.
good. So 34-14, Pequannock taking over in dominant fashion here. Scoring time and time again. Found a way to back it up consecutively and score multiple times in a row here to take over the lead. And that's going to come close to doing it here in the latter end of the fourth quarter of the consolation game between these two teams. They've been giving it all tonight, though, no matter what. Doing it again. Onside end. Recovered again. Pequannock.
Kidding?
Are you serious? Onside kick
by
recovery
Pequannock.
again.
They'll take over at the Falcon 47-yard line.
They've done it 3 consecutive tonight on each attempt.
Talk about practicing special teams.
And that time I was not given a second look. I was like, they are going for it. They got it.
Hey, why not? It's the last game.
Yeah, you know what? You got to try it out. There's going to be times where you really need it next year. It's kind of the fun part about watching these season-ending games. Obviously emotional, and it's great to suck in all the emotions and be there with the players, but you get to see some cool plays that normally probably wouldn't take place in the regular season, especially when you're contending for a postseason position.
Everybody, let's give it up one
And
last
it's
time
very
for
entertaining
Jefferson
to watch.
Falcons for their final game of the season.
Yeah, all the props to Gino
And let's
Fleury
hear it
for
up for
calling
your varsity cheer
3 times.
squad.
And
the
that will
Jefferson
end
marching
the game.
band. Thank you, everybody, for a
34-14 is your final
football
score.
season.
Pequannock with
We
2
hope to see
in a
you
row
here
to end
next
their
year at the
year.
Falcons' Nest.
And again, we commemorate and congratulate all these graduating seniors here. Obviously, coming from a varsity athlete myself on the high school end, in my later years, or my earlier years, sorry. It's a really special feeling to be a part of something like this, and to know what they're going through right now. You know, even though you're saying bye, you're moving on to a next chapter of your life. That's gonna be a great chapter. To be able to leave it all on the field here and taking the motions with the people who probably you're the closest with. Man, oh man, it's a special feeling. So congratulations to all players on each side, especially those graduating seniors. What a year, you know, mixed emotions here. Mixed emotions for both sides. Jefferson, unfortunately, will fall to 2-8 on the year. Pequannock, though, moving to 4-5 overall. And great on the road. Lost 4 games, all 4 games at home. But on the road, they just found a way to get it done. They really did. You know, obviously they just beat Sussex Tech a few days ago, and now meeting Jefferson here. And we look overall, they've just found a way to get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. They were not fazed by the other team's crowd. No matter what they were put in front of, they mustered up enough good plays, good effort, good physicality, and a lot of heart to win the games.
Most definitely. And yeah, no, when we look at road games, they won 34-6 at Parsippany early in September. Took it on to Hanover Park. They didn't quite win there. They actually got beat heavily. But when we look past that 15-0 loss, absolute domination, obviously, on Hanover's end. They went over to Morris Catholic, grabbed the W there, 12-0. You can say dominant factor if you can. I mean, low-scoring game, but they shut them out. Then, obviously, went back home. They lost to Madison, but when they came to Sussex Tech, they beat Sussex Tech 34-6. Very big on the road. That's the last game I covered, obviously, here with Tyler. And then we move here to Jefferson. Consolation game of the year. You win pretty dominantly as well. Close games throughout. Obviously, going to the half, you were knotted up. After that, you found a way to just add a lead, and even though it was still a close game, you just kept building on it. And again, like I'm saying, it's the small circumstances that are the big lights in this team. Even if it's players that are graduating or moving on from this club, there's just obviously a light and spot being coached where they're being told, you know, look for the little plays, look for the little circumstances where you can capitalize, because that's how you actually win games. You know, if you tell people just go out there and give it your all, of course, everyone's going to give it their all. It's the small things that Pequannock was able to take advantage of in this game that really helped them take over and gave them the dominant factor. So, yeah, road-wise, you really can't complain. And overall, Pequannock, 4-5 year. Hey, probably not what we were asking for, but you found a way to get a lot closer than it might have looked like maybe a week ago if both these games went differently.
Absolutely.
And got to give it all to Jefferson as well. Brought their play tonight, gave it everything they could, and it made it entertaining almost all the way through. So, again, this game was nowhere near as far as it might appear by the score. I mean, again, I'm telling you, all those little circumstances and those plays where we saw Vin Lennon be able to, make decisions in milliseconds that were game altering and game changing. Very entertaining.
Yeah, tonight was all Pequannock capitalizing on Jefferson mistakes. Whether you have the flags, you have bad coverage, you have a bad offensive play. Pequannock was all over it tonight, and that's why they're out there with the win.
So overall, just a great game to end the year for these teams. You know what? Like I said, none of the standings matter when it comes down to it. What comes down to is what you're seeing on the field right now. The love of the game, the sportsmanship, and obviously what it takes to be here right now. And that is obviously teamwork and a love for the game and friendship. So great to see.
Absolutely.
So with that said, this game will end the year for Pequannock football, but we are only just getting started on the year here. There's a lot more to come here on TJK Network, and we really encourage you to stick around with us. So if you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. That being said, thank you very much for welcoming me into the studio here and giving me the ability and the honor, what an honor it is, to take over here on the main broadcast tonight. It was a great experience, and as I'm learning and as I'm developing, to just get the constant support from everyone watching, but also from the team, and just be able to see this company and brand grow that I helped co-found initially, and Tyler's taken to new heights. It's amazing, and it's stellar to watch, it's stellar to see, and I can't wait to continue to be a part of this. So with that said, we thank you all for watching, and you know what? No matter what the season was, it was a great season to cover. So thank you all again, and from here in the studio, Logan DeRosa, and of course joined by Billy DeMio, we will be signing off. Thank you again. Have a great night.
Thank you all.